Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Griefdrums, and today we're taking a look at Instinction. Now, I know what you're thinking. You think, dinosaurs, let's leave it alone. Please don't go anywhere. Just hear me out with this. During E3 2021, this game got announced, and I knew nothing about it. I hadn't seen it. I'm not even going to pretend that I did. But I recently stumbled across this screenshot right here, and it kind of piqued my interest a little bit. Now, I'm going to let the trailer play out in its entirety so you can see it first, and then we're going to discuss a couple of bits and bobs that the devs sent over to me in the press kit when I requested it.
I wish I hadn't come here for this. I found them. After all this death, if you had the chance to do it all again, what would you have done?
Okay, so I defy you to tell me that that doesn't look interesting. I saw that video, that trailer, and I was really hyped. I think it looks a hell of a lot of fun. Now, I am a sucker for dinosaurs. I really am. I don't know why. I've always been interested in them, and films like Jurassic Park and that are always a good laugh to watch. But this game looks really interesting. It's got what I believe to be a Leopleurodon in the water. The neck will be longer for a plesiosaur. There were obviously the Steven Spielberg type raptors. We're not going to get into the fact that raptors didn't look like that. This isn't a friggin' history lesson. The original trailer that was released to start off with at E3, I believe, I've got that running at the minute. It showcases Triceratops, Carnotaurs. There's all sorts of different dinosaurs that are going on in the background. I think the one with the longer snout is a Baryonyx as well, which is interesting. They've gone ahead and added like quite an eclectic range of different dinosaurs, which is pretty cool. Regardless, the game looks interesting. It looks to have stealth and a bit of like sort of horror mixed in there. It looks like it's got a lot of puzzles and survival. So as a result of looking at all of this, I thought, you know what? I want to know more about this game. So I reached out to the devs. I asked them if they had a press kit available, explaining and detailing everything about the game or everything that they've announced so far. And this is what they had to say. Hashbane Interactive, a new game development studio, first revealed Instinction as part of the Games Radar flagship event at the Future Games Show at E3 2021. Experience a cinematic story-based action-adventure with combat, exploration, and puzzles. So pretty much everything that looked like it was showcasing in the trailer is in fact the case. You know, it certainly with the doors and stuff, it looked like there were puzzles of some sort. So, you know, for them to actually physically state that that is going to be in the game sounds intriguing. It then goes on to say that environments can be as treacherous and beautiful as the creatures you encounter. Quite what that means is, I'm not 100% sure, but potentially there's going to be poisonous plants of some sort, or it could just be a case of, you know, the environment itself falling off the side of a cliff, or potentially even traps to do with the puzzles. But I mean, even from the video alone and from some of the screenshots that I've seen, the environment itself does look really nice. Now, the information they sent said that the game has, or the trailer has been captured in Unreal Engine 4 without ray tracing enabled, but the final game is going to be finished in Unreal Engine 5 with the option for ray tracing. That's going to enable them to push things like the lighting models and the quality of the actual models themselves, as well as loads of other improvements. Instinction is going to be available to wishlist on Steam from this November, so that's available right now. And it's also going to be available on last and next-gen consoles. Stadia is likely to be a subsequent release. Now, you can call me an elitist here, but the last-gen consoles, actually, it has me a little bit worried because that normally means that games are somewhat dumbed down. Now, that sounds terrible because it's not the console players it's dumbed down for, but it's the console itself. the limitations of things like controllers can be a restriction for PC games. So, you know, it's good in some respects and negative in others. The environmental puzzles will have you completing quests and searching for ancient artifacts left by an unknown civilization long since gone, or so you thought. While navigating stunning locations with ever-changing weather conditions, embark on an unforgettable journey. Now, the Steam page itself goes on to explain a little bit further than that. It says that the key features are a layered narrative, so discover the intense explorative story of April Summers, a driven and formidable adventurer deeply affected by personal demons and fears. So there's going to be quite an intricate storyline there. Survive and explore. Play face-to-face against a wide variety of ravenous, prehistoric, and extinct creatures. Traverse, discover, solve puzzles, and complete quests filled with deadly obstacles. So I think that almost reaffirms the idea of traps in the environment. Stunning locations conquer beautifully crafted and interactive environments filled with ancient ruins, lore, forests, grassy plains, and underwater exploration. Good luck down there with the Leopleurodon. On top of that, it says take control, switch between third and first person on the fly. Now, I didn't realize that was going to be the case. Third or first person means, you know, you can obviously interchange, which could be interesting for some cinematic sort of shots and stuff. So hopefully content creators can have a field day. I personally won't use the third person that much. I kind of prefer being limited to first because I think it sort of it stops cheating by looking around corners. Well, not cheating. Cheating is the wrong word. I find it more immersive just being stuck in first person. Maybe you'd be able to limit it inside of the co-op modes, which would be pretty cool. It also goes on to showcase a variety of co-op modes with customizable HUD, weapons, and skins, which is kind of a generic sort of... Every single game has it now, but regardless, the co-op thing is something that I'm extremely excited for. Being able to jump into this is, you know, looks cool. Being able to jump into this with friends and try and survive is going to be even better. I'm kind of hoping that there is a survival sort of element there to some degree. I don't want it to be the whole premise of the game, but I would like it to kind of be in there in some capacity. Now, when I say survival, I mean the requirement for food and water and things, because I think competing with other things or other creatures when you're not at the top of the food chain could be quite challenging and add just an entirely different dynamic. Anyway, I'm not going to drag this video out any longer than it needs to be. You've seen the trailer right there. You've seen, well, you now have as much information as I have, but I'm pretty intrigued by this and I'd love to hear what you guys think. Does this look like it's interesting? Does it look like the kind of thing that's going to float your boat or not really? Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider that a thumbs up. If you don't already, or if you're brand new here, make sure to subscribe. And until next time, ladies and gents, stay reckless and relentless.